Post-storm cleanup efforts are underway in New York and New Jersey. Last week, Hurricane Ida pummeled Louisiana, leaving millions in the region without power, some possibly for weeks. Louisiana's governor says the 16 years and billions of dollars invested by the federal government after Hurricane Katrina came ashore in 2005 meant a fortified levee system that kept a bad situation from being much worse. President Biden visited Louisiana Friday to see the damage firsthand.
To date, we've also provided $100 million in direct assistance directly to folks in Louisiana, with that $500 going into their bank accounts so that they can deal immediately with emergencies.
Climate scientists say to expect more severe storms as ocean temperatures continue to climb. Sunday on ABC's This Week, Cedric Richmond, senior advisor to the president, called for action on climate change.
These once-in-a-century storms are starting to come almost every other year. They're bigger, they're stronger, they wreak more havoc. If you look at New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, people should see what the climate change is doing, and we're going to address that in our legislation.
But for now, millions remain without electricity, and long lines at gas stations in southern Louisiana are common, with generators being the only source of power for many homes in the region. Louisiana Republican Senator Bill Cassidy praised the federal government's response, but told ABC's This Week his state needs more help.
The federal partners have been there, and so I compliment the federal partners and I thank them for that. But we need gasoline, and we need electricity, and we need housing. And then we need to pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill for the long term. So, on the other hand, telling people it gets better when they're told they won't have electricity back until September the 29th is cold comfort.
Ida worked its way north from its Louisiana landfall, causing at least 4 dozen fatalities, many due to intense flooding in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. In Manville, New Jersey, residents are still picking up the pieces in disbelief at the damage the storm left behind.
Manville is crazy right now. It's a lot of people, hardworking people are living here. Everybody, the town is very amazing. Everybody likes to help each other out. But this just came out of nowhere. Nobody knew it. Just came out of nowhere.
Zeb says his realtor told him the property was at some risk for floods, but that they'd likely never experience one. But just 8 months later, as Ida moved through town, Zeb says the storm destroyed the cars he uses for business, and it dumped at least 4.5 meters of water into his home. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News, Washington.